Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Ooh, my camera's dirty. I'm going to fix that on my YouTube channel. Hello, hello. You are brilliant, not broken. Change the way you look at life and watch your life change. This camera's looking a little bit foggy. So we're going to have to fix that. How are you? How is everybody? We are talking about being committed to consistency. And I've got to fix this. I'm so sorry, guys. You're coming with me on a little walk. A walk to the other end of the kitchen. A walk to clean my damn laptop. Oh my God. All right, where is it? Shut up. And the Windex is on the other side. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are talking about being devoted to making consistent effort in our craft. Hi, hello. Can I wash this? King Pagoda, nice to see you. Hi, guys. Oops, and I dropped it. Wow, this girl's a little bit of a hot mess tonight, but that's okay. Because you know what? Committed consistency wins over motivation every day of the week. Every time you say you do something and you do it, every time you show up for yourself, you're proving, what did I do? You're proving to yourself that you are doing it. Greetings from Indonesia. Greetings from New York. All right. I think that's a little better. Yes, Mustafa. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you here. What did I do? Okay. So when you are committed to consistency, that is how you build confidence. This is how you build confidence in yourself. Because the more you do something, the more confidence you build. I don't know. I haven't been to Indonesia. I heard it's beautiful. Maybe one day I'll go. In the meantime, we are talking about taking actionable steps and taking consistent action, right? Because it's great to be motivated, but motivation wanes. Motivation wanes. Commitment to consistency does not. Because when you commit to consistency and you keep showing up and you keep doing it, you're literally reprogramming your brain and telling your mind, I have the ability to do this, and I am doing it. And even if you don't feel great about doing it, you're still going to show up and you're still going to do it because you are being consistent, right? Consistency trumps motivation any day of the week. You know, I love Alex Hormozy's wife. She's like, fuck feelings, just do it, you know? Yes, taking a risk on yourself. Just if you have dreams that you're going for, then you need to be the person, as I am, right? We all need to be that person who takes consistent action, is committed to consistent action. Thank you, Anna. Oh, I love the wings. Are those angel rings behind you? That's beautiful. I channel Archangel Michael. I love Archangel Michael and Gabriel and Metatron sometimes and Raphael. Nice to meet you. So, you know, I said this is something I'm going all in on this year. And I'm not going to let myself down. I'm not going to let myself down anymore. You know, we are so quick to keep promises to everyone else but ourselves. We're so quick to break our own promises. We're so quick to say, oh, I don't know if this is working. So, I don't know if I feel like it. We have to say, fuck feelings. Thank you. Fuck feelings. And just keep going. Exactly. That's the vibe. Raina, happy Easter. Happy Easter. I'm with you now. Don't forget about me. Never, my love. Never. Absolutely not. The cool thing about this is as I'm building this channel, I had plans. I went to my mom's. We went to my mom's with my son. We had a very nice, easy peasy, chill Easter. It was beautiful. But I realized that when you keep promises to yourself, which is you are the most important person that you should be keeping promises to, then that's so cute. Oh, thank you. When we keep our promises to ourselves and when we break our promises to ourselves. So The most important person. You are the most important person. And when you break promises to yourself, it is like you are we're killing our confidence. We kill our confidence, right? Commitment to consistency is so important. And when we keep break our promises to ourselves, it is like a slow death. It's a slow death. I'm 55 and I'm starting over and I'm doing this and it's taking time, but I don't care. Because when you understand how manifestation works, you don't put timelines on things. It's God's fucking timing. Just know and see that it's going to happen and be consistent. And he said, Hades, hi. No problem. So glad to see you. Addison, hi. Told you I'd be on. And when you say you're going to do things, of course, Anna, thank you so much. God bless you, love. God bless you. Anna, when you show up as that version of you and you do the things you say you're going to do and then, you keep to your promises for yourself, you feel like invincible. You feel invincible, right? Because we're so quick to break promises to ourselves, but yet we have no problem keeping promises or our word to other people. And listen, there's nothing wrong with keeping our word to other people, but we have to also know how to keep our word to ourselves because you're the most important person on the face of this earth. You're an earth angel. We are the most important people on the face of this earth, and we have to start acting like children of God because we are. We are children of God, and we need to start acting like children of God. Can I tell you about my risky, I don't know what, but as long as it has to do with what we're talking about, that's great. But consistency, being committed to the fact that you need to show up for you. And listen, it's great to set goals and it's great to say, I want to do this thing. And then we kind of fall off. We fall off of our goals and our dreams. And it's so important to stay the course, even if it feels like it's taking forever. Even if it feels like it's taking forever. Listen, I know that there are content creators that just blow up, right? They make 2, 3 posts, they make 15 posts, their channel goes viral. Will that happen to me? Would be nice. I'm not going to, certainly not going to object if that happens. But I am not going to quit because it's not happening fast enough for me, right? Because when you give up and you throw in the towel and you're like, "Oh, fuck it, this is just too hard," or "Oh my god, this is taking too long. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's watching. I only have 2 people. Nobody's buying my offer. Nobody's buying my artwork. No one's buying the program. Nobody's listening." All the negativity, that I would never tell my son, "You can't do this. There's too many people. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are to do this?" I would never tell my kids that they couldn't do something. I am their biggest cheerleader. And when it comes to manifestation of ourselves, we need to be our biggest cheerleaders. We have to go in all in on our goals, our dreams, and say, "You know what? I believe in myself. I have what it takes. And if not, I'm going to fuck around and find out. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to believe in myself. And I'm going to keep showing up. And I'm not worried about how or when. I just know that it will. I know in my mind, I've already seen it. The writing's on the wall. You put your goal out and you start moving towards making it happen, what I call micro movement, right? Addison, we wanted to learn about mindset, micro movements. So taking your big goals and chunking them down into smaller and smaller bite-sized steps, right? So that's kind of where, I have been in building this business is saying, okay, I can get myself crazy. I can make myself nuts. I can like go like, "Oh my God, this is overwhelming. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? This is so much." Or I can just say, "You know what? I am going to be consistent." Hello from Gambia. And I'm going to make this into tangible bite-sized pieces. And every day I am going to do one thing. Sometimes it's 5, but I give myself one thing, to help myself move forward. and I make sure that I keep my promises to myself. I keep my word to myself. I keep my commitment to myself, right? And I understand that by doing things, by setting the tone for myself, I'm building my confidence. Being committed and consistent in doing things builds your confidence faster than anybody can. Listen, you know how it is, right? Somebody gives you a compliment. They're like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," or "You're so smart," or "You're so talented." And you're like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." Right? But when you do something for yourself, the confidence level skyrockets. It just fucking skyrockets because you're like, "Oh my God, I did it. I said I was going to do the thing and I did the thing. And oh my God, I did it. And isn't this amazing? Holy shit, I did it. I said I was going to do it and I did it." Talk about a big confidence booster. Talk about the biggest confidence booster. I promise you, when you start following through and you start being consistently committed to your goals and your dreams, right? And you keep telling yourself, I can do this. I am fully capable of doing this. And I know that every day I am getting stronger and becoming more and more aligned. It feels so much better, right, Addison? I'm on YouTube as well, guys. So whoever's not following me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. Whoever's not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok because we are here. Um, I don't. I believe that when we believe we are lucky, that's when luck comes in. If you say you're lucky, then you're lucky. If you say to yourself you're unlucky, guess what? You're going to find situations you're never going to be lucky in. This is how it works. It's like you plant the thought, right? Really, a belief is just a thought with a charged emotion. A belief that you have, right? A subconscious belief. Everybody talks about the subconscious belief, Addison. A belief is a thought with a charged emotion. So if you say, Mustafa, I am never lucky. I'm just never lucky. And you feel bad about it and you're like, "Oh my God, I don't feel lucky. I'm never lucky. Everybody else is lucky and it's never me." Guess what? Everyone else will be lucky and it will never be you because now you planted that belief into your system. You took a thought, you charged it with an emotion, and now it becomes a belief. And then your subconscious mind and your reticular activating system goes and starts looking for proof and evidence of that. Now, conversely, on the flip side, right, you can say the opposite. That's what happened to me actually. See, Mustafa, no more. We're changing that. So we have to, and that's the thing. It's very difficult sometimes when it comes to manifestation, right? I am somebody who was sexually abused, emotionally abused. I had a lot of trauma and a lot of shit going on in my life in my early years. And then like over the past few years in my marriage that now I'm working through finally finalizing the divorce. And so I I had so much nervousness. I had so much tension about creating this life. I had so much tension around doing this, about showing up on TikTok, about showing up on YouTube, about showing people, hey, this is who I am. I believe in mindset. I believe in manifestation. I believe in angels and archangels. I believe in angel numbers. I believe everything can be a mirror to reflect back our thoughts and where our beliefs are. Those beliefs are the where you see other people reflecting shit back to you, that's your shadow work. That's where we need to do the work. And so it's really it's okay. And now listen, this is life, right? And I it's okay. Like I feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens to help us to understand that we are powerful creators. And so it's okay. There's no shame in me saying any of this because I know that I love myself. I adore myself. I am here for myself. I commit to myself. But hello, Thomas. When it comes to manifestation, when it comes to you really feel unlucky. Let's take Mustafa's example of I feel unlucky. I'm never lucky. I don't have good luck, right? That's something that you had a belief about. You made a belief about because you had a thought that was charged with an emotion because maybe in one instance you went gambling and you lost a lot of money. So now you all of a sudden took that belief and said, "That's it. I'm not lucky. I can't. I'm never lucky. Everybody else is lucky. It's never me." Right? We take one experience. It takes one experience, one negatively or positively charged experience to define a subconscious thought. Exactly, Addison. It takes one good or bad experience. When you have a good or bad experience and that's emotionally fucking charged, bam, it's in there. And so the work when it comes to those kinds of thoughts, it's not so easy to just flip the fucking switch and say, "No, I am lucky, but I am lucky." Because your subconscious is gonna be like, "Yeah, bitch, good luck. You just lost money. Who do you think you know, right? You're not lucky. You say you're lucky, but you know you're not." And your mind, your ego mind starts to attack you for those thoughts. So how do we bridge the gap? How do we bridge the gap? Well, for me, I allow myself to write down, right? I allow myself to write things down or I'll mentally go over things in my mind and I'll go, "Is this true that I'm always unlucky? Is it true that I'm unlucky 100% of the time in every single circumstance?" Yes, Addison, absolutely. Is it true? Is it true 100% of the time that I'm unlucky? No, it's not. No, it's not. I went and I got a parking spot and it was right up front. That was lucky. I went and somebody said, they whatever, somebody bought me a cup of coffee and they didn't buy someone else a cup of coffee. Oh, that's lucky. So we have to see like where we can find punch holes in these stories, in these beliefs that we've been telling ourselves. Where can we punch holes into those theories, those beliefs that we're not lucky, that we're not good enough, that we're not able to do whatever it is that we say we want to do because we don't feel like we're smart enough, right? So, when we can understand, yes, we have to find exactly, Shav. Nice to see you. We have to see where we can punch holes in these stories and say, that's not fucking true. That's not true all the time that I'm unlucky. It's not true all the time. It's not true. And then you go, "Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, there have been times where I have been lucky." And then you start thinking about these times where you say, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was really lucky in finding that spot. Wow. And you know what? I was really lucky in being able to, get that job that I didn't think was going to happen." When we punch holes in our belief systems, right, that we think are not serving us, that are not serving us in the best way. Yep, no problem, honey. Yes, I'll be here. When we understand that we take the beliefs that we want to adopt and we can change those in real time as well. We don't have to hang on to every fucking belief that we have. We don't. You can change it in real time. And the sticky ones, right? The ones like for me where I felt very unworthy, for a very long time, I didn't feel my confidence in myself. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I was good enough. I figured, you know what? There's so many other coaches on here talking about mindset manifestation, so many other coaches that talk about angels, so many other coaches that talk about this, that, and the other. Who am I? Who am I to do this? Who do I think I am? But like I said before, if you have children or if you have loved ones, you're not going to tell them you can't do this. You're not going to tell them you can't do this. You're not capable. You're not smart enough. There's too many people doing it. No, you're going to say, go out there and do your thing. Be you, and your people will come to you, right? That's what you would tell people you love who are going after their dreams. You're not going to knock them down. You're not going to tell them and they're not good enough. You're going to push them and pull them into that ability to be able to go after their dreams. We have to do the same thing for ourselves. We have to show ourselves that we are capable. And we have to hold ourselves in our body to feel safe enough to be able to say, I'm actually capable of creating this dream for myself. I'm actually capable of being able to do this. I am capable and I have what it takes. And I don't have to keep, doing more research. I don't have to keep getting more certifications. I don't have to keep getting more degrees. I don't have to keep doing all the things. I just need to be me. I just need to show up in my own way, using whatever it is, you know? So we need to build the confidence in ourselves. You have to build the confidence in yourself. You don't think you can because it's just a thought. When we say, I don't think I could do this anymore, it's actually a thought, right? You don't think you can, but you actually can, right? Sometimes you have to reset. Sometimes you may have to, put just, go take a bath. Sometimes you may have to take a walk. Sometimes you may have to exercise. Sometimes you may have to, um, you know, just get your mind off of it and then come back and regroup. But if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. This is like the mindset hack of like just blew my mind when I like if I think I can, I can. And if I think I can't, I can't. It's that simple. Wow. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Whoa. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, I think I can. So what do I do? How do I do it? How do I go about this? Hello, Destiny. How do I go about this? How do I go about this? And then I just get centered and I connect to source, God, creator. And I say, oh, it's okay. I can do this. I don't know how, but I know I can. It's going to come to me. The downloads will come. The ability to do it will come. It will come. And it does. It always does. Doing great. Talking about mindset, talking about being committed and consistent when it comes to following through on our dreams, on our goals. Because when it comes to manifestation, it's all up to whether we think we can and doing it, or whether we think we can't and not. I'm from New York, but I'm not here to do matchmaking. So if you're here for that, no, not here for that. We're here for this is all about mindset, manifestation, angels, animal spirit totems, and becoming the best version of you, going after your dreams relentlessly. With, even if you feel a little nervous, it's okay. You can feel nervous and still continue, still move forward, still do the thing. Because confidence is built by doing the thing. Confidence is not built first and then you do it. Confidence is built in real time. Confidence is built by consistently committed to your craft. Confidence is built by being consistently committed to your craft. Thank you. And showing up for yourself and just keep doing it. Even when your motivation goes out the fucking window. Happy Easter. The way I've been feeling, I might just put a full stop, and I'm not saying I'm doing it. I know. Just listen, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Because when we put so much pressure on ourselves, that's the other thing I realized. Try to find whatever it is that you do, find something joyful. Because when we get like this, it's because life is really lifey. Life gets hard. We get challenged. We feel like pressure, right? Then we feel like so much pressure. Like it's so much pressure. What do I do with so much pressure? I don't know what to do. First thing you do is that you fucking breathe. That's the first thing you're going to do is you're going to breathe and you're going to say, you know what? In this moment, I'm okay. In this moment, in this very, 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 very moment, I'm okay. And then you just say, okay, in this moment, I'm good. And then watch and see how you feel, get a cup of tea, pause, take a stop, take a breath, pause, get your body calm. What should we do when we don't like our work that we have a degree for it? I mean, it's okay, Mustafa. You didn't know until you got the degree. You're welcome, M. Listen, life is okay. Life gets really hard. But when you put more pressure on yourself, it becomes even more challenging. So we have to release the pressure on our own selves and say, you know what? I put my hand on my chest, Em, and I put one hand on my chest and one hand on my belly. I'm sure you've heard that. That's like a yogi kind of a move. It's a yogi kind of a centeredness that makes you feel like a little because you're touching your body, so you're actually grounding yourself. Or what you could do is take one hand on your chest and one hand on your head and ground yourself. Literally, like your hand, plant your feet on the ground, stand up or sit down. Make sure both feet are on the ground. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head. Breathe in for a count of 4, out for a count of 8, really slow. And when you relax, drop your shoulders, like the weight of your shoulders off, and just say, you know what? I don't have to figure it all out right now. I will figure it out, but I don't have to figure it out all right now. I'm okay right now. I'm okay. It's going to be fine. And then you'll see you'll start to feel better. Or you can actually, do another somatic practice, which is to, how when you were a kid and your grandma or somebody would come over and you would like snuggle and they would take you and they would just like kind of they would like rub your arms, and be like, it's okay, honey, it's okay, honey, it's okay, honey. We need to parent ourselves like that. Hello. We need to parent ourselves, right? We need to parent ourselves and love ourselves and be able to stay consistent with our dreams. If you don't know what your dreams are, so back to you, Mustafa, when you don't like what you're doing and you have a degree for it, right? Then you need to write down what are the things that you actually would like to do, right? That you may not even need a degree for. We may not need degrees for certain things, but what is it that you would like to do? And write it down. And how about start with some hobbies, guys? How about lighten up? How about start enjoying life? How about start doing things that actually bring us a little joy, right? Tuesday, I'm off. I pray it's not raining because I am going roller skating. I haven't gone since last season, and I can't wait to put my old school quad 4-wheel roller skates on, put my pink Nike bubblegum pink yoga pants on, right? And go roller skating and go roller skating. What's up, Rocco? Come here. And take care of the things like, in other words, Mustafa, start finding things that you enjoy to do. And when you start enjoying the things, little things in life that bring you joy, then you say, oh, you know what? I actually like this. Oh, you know what? I actually like that. And then you start doing those things that bring you joy. And before you know it, now you're like, wait a minute, I'm really enjoying this. When we put so much pressure on ourselves when it comes to our craft, our work, it stifles the creativity in us. It stifles our creative energy. It really does. It stifles our creative energy. So we have to start going after and approaching our lives with more ease and more joy, right? This is why when people talk about gratitude, it truly is a frequency that helps to manifest. Gratitude is a frequency that helps you manifest. 100% I'm a civil engineer, but I like teaching. So I had an idea that I take a master's degree so I could teach English. Okay. And is that what you're doing? Does that bring you joy? Right? We have to start doing things with fun, a little more joy, a little more ease. Life is fucking lifey as it is. Life gets tough, life gets hard. Let's not make it harder. Let's not put more pressure on ourselves. Let's remove pressure. As a matter of fact, one of the keys to manifestation is removing those things that no longer serve you. It's removing ideas that other people implanted in you that you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not capable, right? Removing things is what actually opens the portal. You are the portal and allows better things to come through. So you can manifest. So wait, Mustafa, I'm sorry. So you could teach engineering. Okay. So what else is it that you want to do? What brings you joy? Start finding things that bring us joy, and we need to start doing them. This is how you manifest. Stop doing the things that are holding you down. Stop being around people that are holding you back, okay? And start moving in a way that you know you need to move as a leader, as a leader. I teach a 3,000 US a month course for free for my African brothers, and it gave me delight. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And listen, there's nothing wrong with getting paid for it either, by the way. So, teach it, give it for free. Teach it to some, give it to free for others, right? It's reciprocity. You give, you receive. You give, you receive, right? We give, we receive. Exactly, goes. When we give, we receive. When we receive, we give. This is how it goes. It's like this back and forth game of life. But one of the fastest way to manifest is letting go of the things that are not serving you. I told you to get my bundle in German language and I have admission later. There you go. There you go. There you go. So start moving in that direction and then you'll see how fast your life starts to change. And listen, you may take 2 steps back financially in order to move forward, but I can tell you one thing. One thing that I've learned for sure. Yes, law of karma. Every action creates a reaction. So choose your actions wisely. Absolutely, ghost. That's beautiful. One thing that I've learned is when we follow our passion, when you follow what it is you love, you can't help but succeed. God wants you to succeed. The angels want us to succeed, right? So it may feel like a little bit of a financial hit short term, but long term, you can manifest beautiful things. You could be like, "Oh my god, I never realized this. I'm doing what I love and now I can create courses with it, digital programs or whatever it is." Right? Law of intention and desire. That's right. Clear intention directs the energy of the universe. And we are the universe. It's the universe, right? So we set the clear intention and we stay committed, right? Committed consistency, commitment and consistency, right? We are committed and we are consistent to that intention and desire. And then you can't fail. You can't fail. It's impossible. That's why I let go of the when. I don't care when this fucking channel takes off and explodes. I just know it will. I love what I do. I enjoy doing this. I don't even have paid programs out yet. And I'm loving doing this because it's what lights my soul on fire. Find the things that light your soul on fire and start doing them. Whether they're a hobby, whether it's your career, whether it's your dream job, whatever it is, I'm telling you, there's over 7 billion people in this fucking world. And you can find ways to do things for yourself. And then in the process, you motivate other people. And you're like, "Oh my god," and they're like, "Oh my god, thank you so much for motivating me, to in helping me to do what I needed to do." People say, "Oh, when I was a kid," hang on. When I was a kid, I gotta tell you a story about imitation. What is a good way to manifest an SP? A good way to manifest an SP, babe, is to just be your most lit version. Be the most lit version of you. You walk with your head up and not for him, for you. When we talk about special people, how can we master consistency? By doing it. You master consistency by doing it. You show up every day. You do the thing that you said you're going to do and you fucking do it. Consistency outweighs motivation, right? Dedication outweighs motivation any day of the week. When you're dedicated, you're devoted, you become consistent because you know that you're focused on the end. You're focused on the end result. And say, this is where I'm going. And I don't care what it takes to get there. I'm doing it. And that creates the consistency to keep going. So manifesting an SPCC, you're going to be you. You're going to be you. You are going to be you, the best version of you. Somebody who loves herself, somebody who shows up for herself, somebody who holds her head high and her standards higher, somebody who does not allow breadcrumbing, somebody who you don't breadcrumb yourself either. When you say you're going to do something, you show up. You be the most authentic version of how you would want your SP to treat you. Treat yourself like that. And then you'll see you'll manifest your SP. Yes, the law of giving and receiving and reciprocity. Uh, because the situation in the area, so I lost my admission letter because I couldn't fly. I don't know what that means. Human beings are governed by three things in their lives: their ego, their superego, and the ID. Identity. I choose identity. I choose identity. Thank you, Big Dave. Exactly. You know, the thing is, with when it comes to we're talking on TikTok, Ghost had said the law of least effort. Success doesn't always come from struggle. Sometimes it comes from alignment. Yes. Sometimes it comes from alignment. Most of the time, it comes from alignment. It comes from you being that version who will not give up, who is like, I am going to be consistent in this, and I'm going to have to adopt a no matter what attitude. I am devoted, I am dedicated, and that drives my consistency. There are people who are holding back to achieve that level of what if there are people who are holding back or holding you back? Holding back, holding you back. You think they're holding you back. No one can hold you back. Yes, our true nature is infinite potential, Ghost. I love this. Thank you so much. That's amazing. You can ask the questions here, Morris. This is what we're here for. This is the whole point, is to have real dialogue here, here. And then if there's going to be coaching after, then when I put that up, that'll be available. But the whole point is to have this, this coaching here. So Brutal Gaming says, what if there are people who are holding back? And I don't know if you mean holding you back or holding that, back, just holding back in general. If you're holding back, that means you are not going to achieve what you want because you're holding back and you're holding back. Holding back why? Holding back what? And holding from what? Holding back from what? Right? When you know who the fuck you are, you don't hold back. You don't hold back. You go all in. You double down. You double down. Um, Everyone has a unique purpose in life. It's the law of Dharma. Yes, Ghost. I love this. Everyone has a unique purpose in life. And when you start having fun, when you start having adopting the attitude of gratitude, I know that sounds so fucking cliche. Oh, an attitude of gratitude, but it is so real. When you can just say, I'm so grateful that I have air in my lungs. When you can say, I'm grateful that I'm able to take a bath and some people aren't. When you're so grateful to say, oh my God, I was able to have an Easter meal today that was fit for a king. That was fit for a king. Like this is the stuff that people would dream of. And we take it for granted and we can't. We have to be grateful and thankful. And you don't have to be, but when you are, you see life in a more beautiful way. You see your own life as grateful and thankful. Yes, exactly. Law of detachment, honey. That's what I just said. So I'm building this channel organically. I'm building YouTube organically. I'm working on my coaching paid programs and freebies and all the things, right? I detach from the outcome. I already gave it to myself. I already know that this is happening. It's already done. It's written in the stars. It's written, it's done because I said so, and I'm showing up and I'm being authentic and I don't care. My hair's a little off. My makeup's a little off. I don't care. I said I was showing up and I'm here. You do what you say you're going to do. Commit to consistency. Nice to meet you too, Ghost. Absolutely. Follow me here and follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. I'm gonna do like monthly memberships. It'll be great. Worth its price, for a monthly cup of coffee, right? 1 month cup of coffee. Yes, I'll be seeing you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. So I want to do my things, but I procrastinate a lot instead of doing the work. Exactly. Exactly. Procrastination is anxiety. It's fear. You know what procrastination is? What I learned, brutal gaming. You know what I learned about procrastination? I got a free book cup too. You're invited if you want. Oh, cool. Awesome. As long as it's mindset manifestation, because those are the kind of the books that I love, that's great. Thank you for the deep wisdom. Thank you likewise. Thank you likewise, Ghost. Um, so brutal gaming says I want to do things, but I procrastinate a lot instead of doing the work. Because you know why? And I know why. I know why, because I do the same thing. Keanu's back. Nice to see you. You're looking for a job, anyone to help. Keith, start seeing, start putting yourself in those circles where you can get a job. You know what I mean? A job, what does that even mean? A job doing what? With what experience? You know what I mean? Anyway, um aesthetic body by working out, eating same whole food, of course, with ample of cheat days, but I lack in my career. Okay, so aesthetic body. Hello, hello, nice to meet you. Um Basically procrastination just means that you're lacking the confidence in yourself because you're afraid that if you go all in, right? What if you fail? If you go all in, what if I fail? Right? If I go all in, what if I fail? Then I have to take responsibility for that failure, right? I know because I did it. I was afraid to go all in on my dream because I'm like, well, if I go all in and I don't succeed, oh, that's going to be embarrassing. That's going to be tough. That's going to be hard. That's going to be, a tough pill to swallow. That's going to be a challenge because we're afraid to take the responsibility. So we procrastinate. So we procrastinate, you know. And but when you start showing up, this is the flex is when you actually start showing up. When you start showing up for yourself and you start being more consistent in whatever it is that you need to do and only you know that, you build confidence in yourself and you actually start saying, you know what? I do have the ability to show up. I can do this for myself. I am capable. Yes, exactly. Hello, hello, hello. So start being committed to consistency. Yes, thank you, Sam. It was a pleasure. What a pleasure to meet you. Start being committed to consistency. Be committed to being consistent in whatever it is that you want to create or do, because that will build your confidence and the confidence will give you more momentum. And then it becomes a cycle. So, okay, you can beat yourself up for shit because you're like, oh my God, I didn't do this. And oh my God, and I feel like shit. And now what? Now I'm going to be like, oh my God, this is not good. You start spiraling, right? Who asked for your advice? Oh, AFM Molly. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No one asked for my advice, honey. I'm a mindset manifestation coach. So I'm talking about being committed to yourself, to your craft, to your gifts, right? And when you're committed to whatever it is that you do, and you become consistent in it, you build confidence. And when you build confidence, you actually start doing it more and you become more consistent and you become more committed. So, the same way that you would shit on yourself and say, I can't do this, I suck and I'm not doing it, and I'm going to procrastinate, brutal gaming. Now, okay, goodbye. Now you can say the opposite. You know what I mean? Now you can say the opposite. Now you can say, I am doing this. I will do this. I am going to do it. Anyway, there's some weird people on TikTok, though. Holy cow, guys. YouTube is a little bit easier when it comes to people who actually want to come on and learn about mindset manifestation, but TikTok can be a little dicey, but that's okay. If you think you can't, then you can't. I just said that before. Keanu, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't, right? It's your mindset. When you decide you're going to be committed to doing something, when you decide that you're going to go all in on your dreams and you're not going to let anybody or anything, including your own thoughts, get in the way, your consistency, your commitment to your consistency outweighs your motivation every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. It's all about mindset, Ernest. It really is. And also faith. That's funny, Can. Um, in all honesty, though, it really is the truth. It is all about mindset. Mindset coupled with your angels. Indian facts. It's good evening here. It's actually 9:30 here. So you're on the other side of the world. I'm Kartik and I'm listening to you. You made my morning very positive. Thank you so much for doing the work you're doing. Thank you so much for doing the work you're doing. See, and there's the proof. Brutal gaming. You know, if this was if this was me last year, yes, I figured Indian facts. I kind of figured. But this is the thing. There's a million mindset coaches out there. I wouldn't say a million, but there's a lot of mindset manifestation coaches out there. But when you show up because this is what makes you feel good, right? I am doing this for me first. I am doing this because I know that this is what I wanted to do. You can't do something your mind isn't committed to as if you're being forced to do it. Exactly, Ernest. Exactly. Exactly. What I believe is that most times you just have to do it. Exactly. So, but this is the thing. I know that there's so many mindset coaches out there. I know there's angel coaches. There's angel guides, right? There's people out there who are doing very similar work. But to hear someone like Brutal Gaming say, "Thank you so much for doing the work you're doing," that is the like, and I don't need that proof and evidence from you, by the way, but it's confirmation that by me showing up and doing this work and talking about the things that are important to me that I know have been changing my life, that I've been doing in my life, I know that this is a possibility. So when you know that you have dreams, you can go for them. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. No one will be able to do it the way you can. No one will be able to explain mindset the way you can. No one will be able to explain the gaming or whatever it is that the way you can. No one will be able to express the art strokes if you're an artist and you're creating canvases the way you can. No, definitely not. That's what I just said. You don't need anybody's approval. But my point is, Ernest, is that when you finally start doing the things that you know you have been pressed on your heart to do, other people are like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for motivating me. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for your message. Yes, no one can do the things you can do. And it's what exactly. If it's what you want and if it's bringing you joy and then you have the ability to make an impact. You have the ability to make an impact in someone else's life. Absolutely, you do. And that's what this whole thing is about for me. I'm a woman in her mid 50s, guys. I'm no baby. I think I look younger than my age, but I'm no baby. Honestly, I am no baby. And it took me this long to go all in on my dreams and to finally say, I'm sick of my own shit and I'm tired of not showing up for myself. I'm tired of being committed to everyone else but me. I'm tired of showing up for everyone else but me. I'm tired of building everyone else's dreams but mine. Thank you, Keanu. I was tired of it. I got sick of my own shit. And when you get sick enough of your own shit is when you're like, okay, that's it. I'm fucking done. I'm going all in and I'm going to do what I need to do and I'm going to be committed and I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to keep going. I'm 55. I'm no baby. This is not, I've had so many careers. I've done so many things. It's fine. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm proud of it. Listen, we are going to age. You're going to age. I don't know how old you are, but we're all going to age. There's no reason to lie about it. There's no reason to make it uh, a big deal because there are people in their 70s that wish they were 55. So when I was 30, I wished I was 20, right? When I was 40, I wished I was 30. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We have to be okay with where we are right now. We have to be okay with who we are, where we are, what we're doing right now. Be accepting. Oh, thank you, AB's concept. Thank you. But I know that I love myself and I know I'm showing up for me. And this brings me joy. I love coming on here live. I love being able to talk to people about how I am changing my life and how I'm building this YouTube channel and this TikTok channel in real fucking time. And in a year from now, everybody who's on here who are my OGs are going to be like, oh my God, Jen, remember when you first started? Oh, I know. I know they do. That's because they're embarrassed to say it. But I'm not embarrassed. I love myself. I love every aspect of me, guys. And that's the thing. Again, when it comes to being committed to go after your dreams, right? And mindset work. And who here wants a freebie on mindset work or manifestation? I think I asked Addison and she had said mindset work. I don't know who else would love to have some kind of like I was thinking of doing like a freebie on mindset, and then I was gonna do a paid one as well. I mean, in some cultures, Ernest, it is. It is disrespectful, but I don't really care. I'm an open book. I don't really care. For me, it's not I don't get offended, but I'm not like most people. I'm very different. I'm very open, I'm very honest, I'm very forthright, and I don't really care. But in a lot of cultures, it is disrespectful to ask women their age. It's just personally speaking, I don't care. You know what I mean? But getting back to mindset, getting back to commitment, commitment, right? Dedication outweighs, I think I said this last night, devotion and dedication outweighs motivation any day of the week. But what are you motivated to do? And who are you motivated to be? Who are you motivated to be? And I don't mean someone else, I mean yourself. No, you're fine. Um, the best version of you. What is it? What are the goals that you want to go after? What are the dreams that you want to accomplish? And how do you think you can, do it? Because if you're afraid, if you're procrastinating, it just means you're nervous to do it because you're afraid of failure. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of what other people are going to say. And that's okay. I was too. Right? That's what procrastination is. It's fear of failure. It's fear of being judged. It's fear of can I do this? It's fear of success. It's fear of can I make this happen? And yes, you can. And yes, you can. You absolutely can. You can do it and you have to let go of the timetable, but it is totally possible. So, Consistency, commitment. Commit to yourself, guys. Stop falling short on your own dreams. Thank you, Ernest. Stop falling short on your own dreams. Failure is a part of the process for sure. But I am talking about not failing on you, right? Not giving up on you. Yes, there's going to be times where there's going to be failures. And failure is not a bad thing. Failure just means that we need to try something different, right? Admin B9K7Y. It's just information, right? When things aren't successful, it's information to get us to redirect in some way. But when you don't quit on yourself, you can't fail, right? When you don't quit, you can't fail, right? Some failure is just information. It's just all that is information. Information that we can use to redirect. Don't fool yourself. This is what I get from if I want to achieve what I want to. Say that again. Brutal gaming. Say that again. I'm not sure I understand. Anyway, Donna 88. Hello, welcome. I like the little coffee emoji. So be committed and keep showing up and just do the work. It's not hard. It's just, I shouldn't say that. It can be sometimes challenging, right? But it doesn't have to be so confusing. It can be challenging, but it doesn't necessarily mean it can be confusing. You know what I mean? We don't have to be confused when we decide we're going to do something for ourselves. Go in on our dreams. Anyway, it was a beautiful night, a beautiful day for those of you who have celebrated Easter. Hello, hello, welcome. And I'm on YouTube and listen, if anybody on here wants to talk about mindset, manifestation, angels, totems, everything as a reflection. Yes, everything. Of course. Of course. Life is a challenge. Life is a challenge, right? And when the days go good, when the days go well, we embrace them. When there's challenges, we figure it out. We figure it out. When there's challenges, you say, "Okay, I'm going to figure this out. I am going to figure out what I need to do." How does manifestation work? We're manifesting all the time. It works by you saying you believe in something and you move towards it. Right? Manifestation, we're always manifesting, right? It's like when you said, "Oh, I really would love an ice cream. Oh, I'm so in the mood for ice cream. I could go for like a chocolate ice cream, or I could go for a piece of candy right now." And then somebody walks in the room and they're like, "Hey, you want some ice cream?" Right? You're putting it out there, you're putting the thoughts out there, and it's happening. And you're like, "Oh, that's so cool." But when it comes to consciously manifestation, right? Conscious manifestation, that's where we all get tripped up. And I did too. I got tripped up in my head about conscious manifestation. I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Do I have to watch everything I say? How is this working? How does this work? Am I going to get punished because I had a horrible thought? Right? But it's not like that. Not every thought is manifested. Not every thought is manifested. That's why we're on the 3D plane, so that there's time between the thoughts and then the actual manifestation of it. And any thought that's charged with an emotion is what will manifest, right? A positive or negatively charged emotion to a thought is what. And then when you're like, oh my God, I'm so afraid if this happens, I can't let this happen. I can't let this happen. I'm scared if this happens. And then you're like, shit, it happened because you were scared. because you had the thought it was going to happen and you were afraid. You were so negatively, fearfully charged that sometimes it happens. It doesn't mean it's going to happen all the time, but sometimes it happens that way. And the same on the flip side. You can say, "Oh my god, I just had this great feeling that I was gonna, walk into money today. I had this amazing feeling that I was gonna get money today." And then boom, somebody gives you money or somebody says, "Oh, by the way, X, Y, and Z," and they gift you money, right? Like it's just so wild how manifestation works. But manifestation can't never not work because we're human beings. We are spiritual beings in a human body, and we're always going to be manifesting. We're always manifesting. It's just when you want to consciously manifest, then you say, okay, what is it that I actually want to manifest? And it's not so much about consciously manifesting the things. It's about being the version of you who can manifest great things for herself or himself, right? Knowing how loved you are, how chosen. I always say, I am so loved. I am so chosen. I am amazing. I am a child of God. Sorry to disturb your life. You're not disturbing my life. You're welcome here. We're talking about mindset, manifestation, and being committed and being consistent. What is it you want to commit? We manifest. What is it? Who are you? Who are you being? And how do you want to live? How do you want to live? How do you want to move? You know, a lot of weird people on TikTok though at this time. So I don't know. Anyway, um, so that's the thing, manifestation is all about being committed to the version of you who is loved, chosen, valued, knows who they are. Yes, I love Bob Proctor. I love Napoleon Hill. Neville Goddard. Yes, I certainly do, Amelia. I certainly do. Amazing. That's really cool. Yes. And so when we adopt a mindset of being that chosen child of God, right? Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate that. So are you. We are children of God and we need to start acting like that. Well, what do you want to manifest? What is it you're looking to manifest? Right? The best approach is to give it to yourself first. See it in your mind's eye, right? Don't look for proof and evidence, right? When it comes to manifestation, let go of the results of seeing it in the 3D and just give it to yourself in your imagination. That's what it means. It's like you're in the imagination and you're having fun with it. And if it materializes in the 3D, great. You let go of results, you let go of attachments, right? Upstate New York. Let go of the attachments. Just see it in your mind's eye, right? Let's say you want to manifest that a new car, right? You see it. You see yourself driving the new car in real time. See yourself doing it, driving the car, having fun. We manifest so much easier. Life becomes so much easier when we can have a little bit more of a playful attitude. When we're more playful, when we're not holding, when we're not gripping, when we're not like, oh my God, this is hard. I need this now. I need this now. I need this now. I need this now. I need that. I need that car. I need that car. I want that car. I want that car. I need that car. No, you hold on too tight. It's never going to happen. Uh oh, Ernest, is everything okay? Is anybody bothering you, Ernest? Um, Did he to be? Hey, I have a manifestation too. Okay, let me know what it is. Well, there's a lot of Keanu's on this channel. Anyway, so that's really all I wanted to say is like, just stay committed to your dreams. When you're manifesting, just stay in the ability of knowing that in your imagination is where like you just allow your visions to be. And if it comes into the 3D, then that's fantastic. If it doesn't, then don't worry about it, you know? But what's yours can never be taken away. What's meant for you will never be taken away. Oh, yeah, that's not happening. No. No, I don't really subscribe to any religion. I was raised Catholic and Christian. I don't subscribe to any particular doctrine or dogma because God is in us as us. God is already in me. I am the temple of God. I am the portal. Oh, that is so cool. You want to be the best son. You already are. I can tell already. You already have that energy. You already are. So just keep saying what a great son you are and how happy your mom is. That's it. That's how you do it. And feel the joy of being her best son, right? This is manifestation. Manifestation is about embodying with joy and with ease. With joy and with ease, with a smile. When we hold on and when we're tense is when it won't come. It just won't happen because it's like you're creating a gap, right? We create this gap, this resistance to it instead of just having fun with it. Just have fun. I know this channel's gonna explode. I know my YouTube's gonna go like, I know my channels are gonna do great. I know that my programs are going to do well. I know that I'm going to impact so many people's lives because I know that I gave it to myself in my imagination first, and now I'm just following the steps to go with it. I'm not focused on when. I'm not hanging on and gripping to, "This has gotta happen by next Tuesday." This shit better fucking take off by Tuesday or I'm out. I'm done. No. I say, you know what? This is what I'm doing. I'm building this. And it's happened. It's happening. And it's done. I already gave it to myself in my imagination. I already see it when I close my eyes at night. And I know that I know that I am able to help people because I've been helping myself, right? Let's see. I feel I haven't done much in life. That would be enough. Mm, okay. So we need to change that attitude. Okay. I was trying to scroll, but you stopped traffic. Thank you. I was feel like I haven't done much, but that's my manifestation. Change that thought like you feel like you haven't done much because that thought of you're not feeling like you haven't done much. Mm-mm, mm-mm, no. You being you is enough. First of all, your mom, as a mom, I know that I love my kids and they don't have to do anything for me to love them. But you have to love yourself and you have to be proud of yourself and you have to start doing things for yourself that make you feel good, right? And change that thought. Just say I'm doing enough. I am doing enough and I'm working towards more. And then work towards more. Start doing things that make you feel better about yourself. You're already in heaven if you believe that you'll go. Yep, I agree. Heaven is a mind is a mental state, by the way. Heaven is a mental state because you can live in heaven. One person can live in heaven right now, and another person can be living in hell right now. One person can see all the blessings that they have in their lives, and the other person can see only hell. Never focused on the good things, always focused on the negative. And when you're focused on the negative, you see more negative. When you're focused on the positive, you see more positive. I know, I'm tired too. But I appreciate that, Ernest. Thank you. Thank you. Follow me on YouTube. Okay, it was nice to talk to you. I don't have much time. Can we connect on an Instagram call later? No, I don't really do that. I'm not here for personal stuff. This is a business. This is all about mindset. This is a business, babe. But I'll be here live again. Dina Adewajon, nice to meet you. Talking about mindset manifestation, being committed, consistent, committed to consistency is how we win the game of life and how we become the version of us that actually goes after the dreams and the goals that we have, that we like, that we want. But be consistent, be committed, and keep doing it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Dina. This is how you do it. Know that you're a child of God. Start acting like one. Start moving like one. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because listen, 20 people can say, I believe in you. But if you don't believe in you, it's not going to land. You're just going to be like, do the work to start believing in yourself and watch your life start to change, right? This is why I say we're mosaics. We're all unique. We're all looking at life through different lenses and different experiences. My experiences are different than your experiences. And that's what makes it so beautiful. That's what makes it so much fun. That's what makes it so enjoyable. Hello, Desi. Good morning. Good evening here because I'm going to bed. But anyway, that's my spiel for tonight. That's my spiel for tonight. Be consistent, be committed to yourself. Stop failing yourself. Stop falling short of your own dreams and goals. You don't disappoint other people. Why are you disappointing yourself? Don't disappoint yourself. Appoint yourself as the most high and start moving like a child of God. Start following your dreams. Start being consistent and committed to your goals, your visions, your ambition, and watch your confidence skyrocket as a result. Watch your confidence skyrocket as a result. Addie, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, love. It's late. Um, but I'll be back. Don't worry. But be committed. Don't don't back out of your own promises to yourself. If you say you're gonna do something, just do it. Because honestly, consistency and committed consistency outweighs motivation every day of the week. It doesn't matter if you're motivated. You're the person who does what they say they're going to do, and you don't break your own promises, right? You keep your word to yourself, and that's how you build Godfidence. That's how you build Godfidence. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tony, thank you. Hi. You build confidence and Godfidence by staying consistent, by following and not breaking promises to yourself. Consistent, committed consistency will outweigh motivation every any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because motivation waxes and wanes, but commitment, devotion, dedication, that just keeps you on track. You just keep moving forward. Micro movements, okay? So I will see you guys tomorrow. What a pleasure. Follow me on YouTube because I'm going to have some great programs on there. We're going to do monthly lives. We're going to talk about Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, mindset, all the things, right? All the things to help us feel really, really good. Probably tomorrow night around the same time, maybe a little earlier. I'm not sure. But if you have notifications turned on, then you will find me. Turn on your notifications, follow me on YouTube, and let's start building magic together. Let's start building magic. That's okay. Let's start building our lives together. Let's go for our dreams, right? Be committed to be consistent and watch your confidence skyrocket. That's my post as soon as I hang up. Okay. I love you. I will see you all tomorrow night.
You got those people that hit you up to talk on